All right, we are here with the second Leaf Metal Jumbo case break. All right, we are here with the second Leaf. I will open the case up and then I gotta go. I meant to grab top loaders before I came with it. When I came back with the case, and I did not. And I'm gonna need significantly more top loaders than what I have here, so you have to bear with me. After I open the case up, I'm going to go grab 55 points from the front. I talked about it. I think I'm going to take a poll tomorrow for a pick your player for Leaf and maybe do 2 jumbo cases and 1 hobby case. Pick your player. We'll see if it feels a little bit better. I think the checklist is really screwing people up because there's a ton of big... I mean, I get that it's unlicensed, but there's a ton of big autographs that... It doesn't make sense that it took a couple days to fill either time. We'll see how that goes. We got a couple new guys in the group that's in the break as well, so welcome to the group. Hopefully you enjoy yourself. 150 top loaders should be more than enough. Oh, well, don't do that because that would be really bad. Anybody that's been worried about some stuff not shipping the last week or so, I'm not going to apologize for me getting bronchitis or family having COVID or the weather, but I will apologize for it being delayed and just not really prepared for the weather. The shipping I do at my house, and obviously all the sorting and stuff, Dylan, for the most part, does at the shop. So he couldn't get to the shop because of the snow, and I was so sick that I wasn't going to, there was no way I was sorting cards where normally I would have just filled in that gap, and I just honestly physically couldn't. If you guys didn't hear my voice last week, I could barely talk and breathe to run breaks. And I mean, sometimes people's argument is, well, then don't run the breaks. Well, I don't really have that choice. I don't know what people know what the contract is that I have with Fanatics, but essentially because I'm in their break program, I get the cases and I only have 45 to 60 days depending on the product to break the product. So I kind of don't have a choice to just take a whole week off. I'm actually probably going to hire, once I get in a different space, another breaker to run breaks on Loupe or whatnot or something during the day while I'm at work. Just because with basketball and football eventually getting picked up by tops, and I don't know if I'm going to have enough time in my life to run everything, especially because we don't fill football and basketball as quickly as we would need to for that. But anyways, we have 8 Leaf Metal Baseball Jumbos. Cal Ripken Jr. here. Good luck charm. Give him a nice rub on the boxes. Let's get rolling. Each box is going to have at least 2 101s. They're going to be a pre-production proof that is slabbed and a pre-production proof that is not slabbed, that is in a Leaf stickered top loader. Well, let's see, whoever paid for the Brewers pretty much got their money back already. In the first box. You didn't even have to wait till box 7 or 8 and sweat it out. We're going to have Anthony Paguero to start us off for the Marlins. Pretty decent prospect here, 2 out of 189. He doesn't get enough love in the Bowman world because his autograph was in chrome, his base was in Bowman, and just nobody really talked about him. But I actually think he was young, too. I think he has a chance to actually be a very good player for the Marlins. Top 20 of that international class. We have Adiel Amador, a guy nobody talks about at all. 6 out of 9. He'll probably be the starting center fielder for the Rockies either this year or probably by the end of this year for sure, but I would say he's going to be caught up in the middle of this season. We have 1 out of 4, Mitch Jebb going to the Pirates. Then we get a Ken Griffey Jr., 9 out of 10 on the Griffey, going to Anthony Martinez. We have Bryce Matthews, 3 of 5 for the Astros on the Noble Medal. The criminally underrated Tommy Troy, 1 of 10 on the top 100 for the Diamondbacks. Really, really good numbers in minor leagues last year. And go to Jose Garcia. We have Sammy Stafura, 1 of 1, going to the Reds. And Jose. Got Miles Naylor going to the Athletics, 2 of 4 on the orange. Diamond Wanders. Go to Brian Cox. We're going to get a Walbert Urena on the Leaf Metal Thrillers, 1 of 5. On the green going to the Angels. And Jose. We got Paul Skeens and Rhett Loader, so that's going to be a 5 of 8 between the Pirates and the Reds, so we don't even need to divide this one up as Jose has both teams. God bless. So I was going to say, it's always the worst whenever you get a dual card of different teams and the guys don't want to, one doesn't want to sell to the other, and you got to random it and one guy loses out. We have Paul Skeens. That's going to be a 7 of 8 going to Jose Garcia. This card was really bent. Hard to get in the sleeve there. Or in the top loader. We have the Jackson Churio. 2 of 5. They finally got onto his new signature. I was going to say, a lot of the other stuff and a lot of stuff Panini had was his old signature. I was going to say, this is actually his newer signature. The one he shortened for Bowman. He used to like sign his name out like he was an 8th grader. From when he was really young, a lot of the companies paid a lot of money to get his autograph while it was cheap, and then he kind of blew up, so I'm assuming it's more expensive, but this is his new autograph. Nice hit here. Going to Brandon Kling. That's obviously the guy you're chasing for the Brewers. We're going to get a Johnny Farmello. First rounder for the Mariners this past year on the Diamond Wonders pre-production. And first round gems pre-production proof is going to be Chase Dollander on the Crystal Red. And I believe he's a Diamondback if I'm not mistaken. I think. There's a few guys where I always get him confused. I think he's a Diamondback. I've seen an advertisement for that. It must have been because you mentioned it, JB, if you're still watching. That Sandy Koufax. I've seen an advertisement for that signing. It is wild that they're charging $1,000 an autograph. Blue Jays, there you go. I was going to say, there's a few guys I get confused, man. I apologize. He's a Blue Jay, he's a Blue Jay. There's like 2 or 3 pitchers, I confuse them, and I always have to, every time I break this shit, I got to look them up. I don't know why in my head they, like, play for a different team than they actually do. It was always him, Chase Petty, and somebody else that I always get confused. We have Michael Arroyo, 19 out of 189. But that's why I posted the checklist in the break so no one can argue and be like, nah, he plays for this team or that team. That's why I posted the whole list. We have Sammy Stafura, 6 of 6. On the course, I guess these are called crystal, not cracked ice. For Leaf, we have Shohei Ohtani, 2 of 6. Have Luis Perales, 101. Going to the Red Sox and Rob. We're going to have Josh Noth for the Brewers, 6 of 10. Okay, Rocky, see, same thing. I was going to say, there's like certain guys I just confused. We have Zach Quinn for the Padres, 4 of 8. Where do you work at, Mark? I was going to feel like you must work in the restaurant business. We have Luis Perales for the Red Sox. On the Black Thrillers, 5 of 6. We have Michael Garcia, 5 of 7. If you're frozen, just refresh. Somebody tell him to refresh. Because it's definitely not, it's not frozen on either of my screens if he's frozen. We're going to have Jordan Beck for the Rockies, 4 of 5. The top 100 green wave. We have Anthony Volpe. It's going to be an 8 of 9. On the first round gems, going to the Yankees and Jose Garcia. And we get a Carlton Fisk Silversmiths, 8 out of 10. Going to the Red Sox. And Rob Gervin. We have Sammy Stafura, 1 of 6. Pre-production proof Brady House for the Nationals, and that's going to be Adam Kenyon on the house call. And then we're going to have Wade Meckler on the Orange Wave Diamond Wonders 101 on the slab pre-production. Oh damn, you drive all the way down here? Because don't you live up in well, you drive all the way to Severna Park? Or all the way to Severna Park from, like, Hartford County? It's a fucking hike every day. I figured you worked at, like, APG or something. Charlie Sheen for the Guardians, 140 out of 189. Going to Mitch. Johnny Farmello, 105 out of 189. And I have a 5 of 8. Dario Iriarte. No, I just figured, I don't know, from the way you talked that you've worked at APG, that's all. We have Ricky Henderson, 6 of 10. I don't know. If you were in the, I mean, depending on what you do, I was going to say, there's so many things, like, there's so much business up that way that I wouldn't, to drive down to Serena Park's wild. We got 3 of 6 on the first round gems on the Noble Meyer. Going to the Marlins. We have Thomas Harrington. It'll be a 2 of 6 going to the Pirates. We get ourselves a red, white, and blue wave. 101 Michael Arroyo going to the Mariners. And Ant Martin. We got Justin Campbell for the Guardians, 9 of 9. We have Zach Neto, 5 of 5 on the green. For the Angels. I mean, I used to drive all the way down to Bethesda, so can't really say too much. We got 5 of 8 on the purple, Enrique Bradfield Jr. And Justin Arm Brewster. On the dual auto for the O's. Then we have Travis Banzana, 1 of 5. High school college kid. Noble metal green wave. We have Thomas Harrington on the 3 of 6 Aqua Wave. I mean, until like this past week, I was driving to Columbia from Pasadena, so it's like it's relatively the same drive by the time you factor in the traffic. If we're being honest. It was Meyer, the pitcher. Noble Meyer. I think that's his name. We have Adrian Santana for the Rays. 101 pre-production proof on the Thrillers. Going to Andy, and then we're going to have Emmanuel Bonilla. 101 Mojo Gold. I don't know why sometimes this pattern's Mojo and sometimes it's not. Maybe. Bonilla's going to the Blue Jays, obviously, on the Gold Mojo. We got Gunnar Henderson on the 35 out of 189. Brandon Kling. Kendry Rojas. That's going to be a 166 out of 189. I believe he's a Blue Jays pitcher. Got Pete Rose on the black. 3 of 4 to the Reds. Noble Meyer on the green to the Marlins. 3 of 5. Gonna have Alexander Ramirez, 3 of 7 on the pink wave, going to the Mets. We have Adrian Santana, 6 of 6 to the Rays. Blake Dunn to the Reds, 1 of 7. The pink wave. We're going to have River Ryan on the Noble Metal, purple cracked ice, 2 of 6 to the Dodgers. It's going to be Kevin Oldenburg in his first break. Welcome to the group. I appreciate you joining. He's going to double up here and get some Yoendry Vargas. On the Pink Mojo Diamond Wonders. 4 of 4. Definitely a nice hit there. We can get George Lombard. Lombard. His dad actually played in the league as well as Yankees prospect. Diamond Wonders going to Jose. Michael Harris II. That's going to be an 8 of 8 on the Noble Metal going to the Braves. And Jose. We get top 100. Justin Crawford to the Phillies, 3 of 5. Going to Adam, and this is a big hit right here. The Phillies do not have a big checklist in this, hence why they're combined with the Nationals, but this is one of the guys on the checklist and one of the bigger guys in the product. When it comes to prospects. Good old Carl Crawford's son. Then we have Travis Bazzana on the Noble Metal. And we're going to get the Silversmiths clear. Sammy Sosa pre-production proof 101. Cubs haven't had anything super fantastic yet, but going to Greg in his first break. Welcome to the group on the Sammy Sosa slab pre-production. So far, this has been a slightly better case than the last case. Knock on wood that it stays that way. We have Fernando Cruz on the 128 out of 189. I have Ricky Henderson. The checklist is underneath the break. We got Ricky Henderson on the 112 out of 189. believe it's... Yeah, I'd have to... We have Jacob Wilson. 1 of 5. We have Rainer Arias on the red, 3 of 3. You had a Quinn autograph, Zach Quinn, earlier. Quinn, I think his name's Quinn's how you say it. We have 5 of 7, Brando Maea going to the Yankees. Blue cracked ice. We have Luke Adams. It'll be 1 of 8. Going to the Brewers. I listed every single player with a team next to them, the whole list, and I alphabetized it by team nickname. It's a comment, and then the rest of the list is replied to in a comment because you can only have 100 line breaks in a comment or whatever. We have Yu-Min Lin. 3 of 4 on the orange Noble Medal. He was a Chinese player for the Diamondbacks. We're going to have Carlos Lagrange on the Noble Medal. Leonardo Bernal, 3 of 9 for the Cardinals. Going to Andy Pidcock. We have another top 100 guy here. It's going to be Evan Carter, 1 of 6. Say, obviously had a fantastic playoffs in their way to the World Series for the Rangers. One of the reasons why I was actually surprised the Rangers stood on the board as long as they did, because he has autographs in this. We have James Triantos and Matt Shaw, the dual auto, 3 of 3, going to Greg and the Cubs. Triantos actually started signing all of his redemptions for Bowman. Then we're going to have Lejeron Lorenzo. And he is a young catcher for the Dodgers. I should say young catching prospect. He hasn't made it up to the Dodgers quite yet. Where you have Lejeron Lorenzo for the Dodgers again. And then we have Rhett Loader on the Crystal Sky pre-production proof going to the Reds. Finish this up in box 5. Let's get into 6 here. We have Mariano Rivera on the 156 out of 189. Jacob Gonzalez for the White Sox. 128 out of 189. Noble Meyer, 2 of 2. A Black Mojo going to the Marlins. Mark. We have the Black Velocity, I believe is what these are called. 4/6 going to Hurston Waldrop for the Braves. We have Dylan Head for the Padres. 2/5 going to Robbie Coleman on the first round gems. Here's a guy that's on the Padres checklist, Robbie. Answer your question. We have Hurston Waldrop. 2/9. There has not been any Sandy or Mookie yet, but there's about to be a Kendall George, and there's been a Yoendry Vargas. We're going to have Kendall George on the first round gems, blue cracked ice. Blue crystal, I guess is what they're calling it. We have a printing plate. Miles Naylor for the Athletics. 101. Going to Brian Cox. We have Brady House. Be a 6/9 on the Noble Metal Wave for the Nationals and Adam. Then we're going to have Nolan Shianuel, I don't know how you say his name. I gotta listen to somebody say his name. This damn German name at the end always jacks me up. I can't like read the SCH sound with words at the end without jacking up every time. We got 101. Top 100 on the red. I think it's Shanwell. Something like that. We have Tommy White on the Noble Metal. 1 and 2, the LSU product. I believe he's still at LSU for his senior year, if I'm not mistaken. We have first round gems, Brock Wilken, 4/6, and I think he's a Brewer. There's just been no autos, just a another parallel of Meyer. We have Kendall George on the pre-production proof, the red refractor, the red superfractor, as I like to call it. It's not actually ever a superfractor, but it has the same print. Kendall George and the Diamond Eye Wonders. This is like the best card that they make look-wise, I think, for Leaf. The red and gold. And then we have Luis Angel Acuna for the Rangers on the Pulsar silver. So the thing that looks like the Velocity's Pulsar. For the Rangers, and that's going to go to Mitch. You guys remember like a year? He was traded in the offseason. I was going to say that would be like if I put Ohtani on the Dodgers, like he signed in the offseason. He played, Acuna did not get, I don't think he got traded till after the season was over, right? He got traded in the offseason. Regardless, when I looked at pictures, he's in a Rangers uniform. That's why I put him there. But I thought he got traded in the offseason. Maybe I'm wrong. We have Jackson Chourio, 152 out of 189. We have Adrian Santana for the Rays, 12 out of 189. We have Austin Charles on the green crystal, 2 of 3 for the Royals. We're going to have Anthony Volpe on the 7 out of 10 Pulsar Refractor going to the Yankees. And Enrique Bradfield Jr. 4 of 5 on the first round Gems Green Wave going to the Orioles. There's 0 sets out with Ohtani in the Dodgers uniform. I'm assuming Series 1 will be the first one, but I could be wrong. We have Adrian Santana, Braden Taylor, 4 of 6. I'm assuming they're going to have Ohtani in a Dodgers uniform. That'll be the first official set with Ohtani in a Dodgers uniform. We have 4 of 6 on the Taylor and Santana. We have Yoandry Morales, 1 of 1. I believe he is part of the Nationals organization, but he could also be an Angels player. You have Jacob Wilson, 2 of 4 on the black crystal for the Athletics. Nice hit here for Brian Cox. We're going to have Luis Angel Acuna, 1 of 1 for the Rangers and Mitch. They're from like Topps now. Like they're like print on demand. We have Brock Wilken on the orange, 1 of 4. We're going to have Brock Wilken again, and that's going to be a 1 of 1 on the gold. We have Jordan Beck, 3 of 5. Yeah, the Dodgers are just going to be expensive. If Ohtani's first time in his Dodgers uniform, they're going to be expensive in breaks and product where Ohtani signs in a Dodgers uniform. Just because it's the first time he's wearing a Dodgers uniform all year. I think the prices will be a little crazy, to be honest. We're going to have... I think this is Farmello, but I'm not... Oh, no, this is Tay Pete going to the Mariners. Ty Pete. On the Diamond Wonders. They blocked his name up. Like, what a bunch of turds. But you can see it a little bit. It's Ty Pete. Then we're going to have Paul Skeens on the Crystal Fire. Pre-production proof for the Pirates. And Jose. We have Hurston Waldrop for the Braves. Got Pete Rose for the Reds. The 158 out of 189. We got Brock Wilken on the red, white, and blue wave. be a 101. Got Blade Tidwell. The purple Pulsar, 7 of 8 for the Mets. I have O'Neal Cruz, 2 of 2 on the orange crystal, orange crystal. Noble Metal. We have Suzuki on the 1 of 2. Black or Thrillers, Black Pulsar for the Cubs. The Noble Metal Emmett Sheehan, 4 of 5 on the green wave. We're going to have Arjun Nimala. We'll see. I think he'll be in this year's Bowman, if I'm not mistaken. Blue Jays first rounder. We have Theron Lorenzo going to the Dodgers on the Mojo. Have the Thrillers Pete Rose, 6 and 9 on the blue, going to the Reds. We're going to have a 3 of 3 Rainer Arias on the red wave, Noble Metal. Giants, and then we're going to have Bryce Matthews for the Astros on the 3 of 6. These are the last 2 cards here. It'll be a Jacob Wilson on the pre-production proof. Clear card for the Athletics. Going to Brian Cox, and then we're going to have the Enrique Bradfield Jr. first round gems, purple, or Galaxy, not purple, Galaxy Pulsar. Enrique Bradfield Jr. on the 101 pre-production proof. That is going to be the break. Let's do a quick recap of the. I'll go over all the autographs. I'm not going to go over the numbered cards unless they're a 101 on the board. Let's first do the slab. We have Enrique Bradfield Jr. on the first round gems 101. We're going to have Paul Skeens on the Crystal Fire 101. Luis Angel Acuna on the Silver Pulsar. We have the Crystal Sky Rhett Loader. We have the clear Silversmith Sammy Sosa. Emmanuel Bonilla on the Mojo Gold Thrillers. Wade Meckler on the Orange Wave. And then we're going to have the Crystal Red Chase Dollander for the slabs. And we're going to have Jacob Wilson on the pre-production proof. We have Ty Pete for the Mariners. Oh, there you go. Slide him down. He's not blocking anything. He was just slid up. We have Kendall George, Lorenzo, Bazana, Adrian Santana, Brady House, and then we have Johnny Farmello on the pre-production proofs. Some of the other autographs. We have Lorenzo, Namala, Sheehan, Suzuki. We're going to have Jordan Beck on the top 100. Brock Wilken on the red. Jacob Wilson on the Diamond Wonders black. Enrique Bradfield Jr., Brock Wilken, Tommy White, Brady House, Kendall George. We have Hurston Waldrop, Lorenzo, Bernal, Lagrange. And have Yu Min Lin, Luke Adams. I'm going to get Maya, Lombard, Bryce Matthews, River Ryan, Blake Dunn, Adrian Santana, Thomas Harrington, Bazana, Zach Neto. We have Justin Campbell, Harrington, Noble Meyer, Staffera. We have Jordan Beck, Michael Garcia, Luis Perales. We have Zach Quint, Josh Noth, and Walbert Urena. some autographs on the side here. We're going to have Bryce Matthews, Rainer Arias, Pete Rose, O'Neal Cruz, Brock Wilken on the 101, Brock Wilken again on the 101, Acuna on the Thrillers, Yoendry Morales. We have Adrian Santana and Braden Taylor on the dual auto. In the back, we're going to have Dylan Head. We're going to have Alexander Ramirez, Sammy Stafura, Ken Griffey Jr. Then we're going to have Miles Naylor, Carlton Fisk on the Silversmiths, and Luis Perales on the 101. Some nice top 100 autographs here. We have the Nolan Sciano, Evan Carter, Justin Crawford, and Jackson Churio. We also have a Tommy Troy on one of the top 100s. Just was kind of snuck in the back. We have Matt Shaw, James Triantos on the dual auto, Enrique Bradfield Jr. and Justin Armbruster, and Rhett Loader and Paul Skeens on the dual autos. We're going to have Michael Harris II, Miles Naylor, Paul Skeens, Anthony Volpe, Yoendry Vargas, and then Michael Arroyo. And that's going to be the break, guys. For everybody that got in, that had some nice hits, congratulations. For those that didn't, hopefully better luck next time. I appreciate each and every one of you as always. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. For that half case of Stadium Club. I'm going to take a poll to see if you guys want to run a pick your player 3-caser for Leaf Metal. And then I don't know what else baseball-wise I'll post. I might post a mixer. Or maybe a half case of Bowman's Best or something as well. But I appreciate y'all. Hopefully I'll see you